MCC Brussels here, and I'm delighted to be in a farmer's kitchen in Flanders. And I'm here with some of the people who've been leading the protests. Bart Dickens, Bart Byen, Isabel Dickens, and Gert Hens. Thank you for joining me today. You know, it seemed like, a year ago that the farmers' protests erupted all across Europe. 6 months ago, you began your protests here in Flanders. You achieved international headlines. People saw that farmers were angry. We were told that members of the European Parliament were very concerned. It was just before the European elections that we had some of the biggest protests right here in Belgium, in Brussels, the capital. How do you think things have went since that particular time? How do you feel about whether the politicians listened to you, whether the media reported you?
I think the politici did nothing. They said we must help the farmers because they are very important. But election day was come and it was over. They didn't listen. You see now they have nothing done yet for us. You have the elections European, but you had also the elections in Flemish, and there's nothing changed. So the anger is coming back. Mm-hmm.
Bart Byen, you're a chicken farmer,
yes,
and you've been on the receiving end of these emission cuts. What do you think about the situation that you find yourself in now?
Yeah, it's very difficult to create a healthy farm at this moment financially, because you have to apply for all these permits, but then you have to invest to get these permits, but they don't give you much time, or you have to invest again. There's no vision from where this is going. So I never gonna know what I'm investing and how long is it gonna last.
The politicians, part of the reason why you spent so much time and effort to go protest. Farmers like to farm, they don't like to protest. The reason you were there protesting was because you wanted the politicians to listen to you. Did they?
No, they always tell we're gonna listen to the farmers, we're gonna make their life easier, we're gonna help them, but it's only for the cameras. They say we're gonna help the farmers, because when the cameras were turned off, it was over. That was all they did, talking for the camera.
Isabel, they say that there's a strategic dialogue with farmers happening at the European Parliament. What do you think about that?
I think they are only speaking with the farmers that they know are going to follow their policies. The farmers who don't agree with that, they don't listen to them, they don't let them speak out. So then you can't speak of a dialogue if you only are interested in one group of it. Mm-hmm. You have to listen to everyone.
Mm-hmm. And that takes us back, Bart, to the protests. Some of the media were very, diligent in pointing out that big farming did not join, big farmers' organizations did not join the protests. Why is that?
I think that the other organizations maybe are too close with the politicians. There are some groups, they are in the policy. You have some kind of parties. They hang on the other organizations, so they're not gonna hurt each other. They listen what is that organization want to do and what's good for that organization, and we go on that way. But we're not gonna listen to the farmers. The politici, they don't talk with farmers, they don't know what's happening on the field. They listen to professors, some professors, but they don't know what is in reality playing. So that's it hurts a lot when you see what they did to us and where it's based. It's based on lies. And that is very difficult for us to go on with a lie.
Do you have anything to say on the big farmers?
I think actually the organizations are defending only the big farms because they make profits of them. But in Flanders, we are so little, we are so few that they don't mind if we are gone. They have companies worldwide, so why would they fight for us? And of course, the big organizations, they get subsidies from the government. You're not gonna bite the hand who feeds you.
Yeah.
So they always will say, okay, it's good what you're doing, and they always will go ahead with the policies of the government. And I think that's why we don't get hurt with our organization, because we don't ask for subsidies. We even don't want them from the government, so that we can be independent and we don't have to listen to them, and that we can say, no, this is not what is right for the farmers.
The government knows, but we have it. We talk always about the environment, but where are we gonna go for our food? It's the other side of the world. It comes with planes, with boats. It comes to Belgium. We have here an environment. It's very good for farming, with high productions. We have the knowledge. But why they want to get rid of us? There's one thing I can figure out, is they want to pick our lands. It's a shame.
Bart, you feel the same way, that farmers have not been listened to, not been given a fair hearing. And why is it that the environmental groups seem to have a target on your back?
Yeah, we think we get targeted for the environmental groups because if they want to grow, the only thing they can do is take our land. And they only want to go bigger, want to go greener, and everything has to go. But no one can feed themselves from a forest. That's not possible. No. And why they're trying that, and also when the government is saying like we're gonna pay like 3 million in subsidies to the farmers, then 1/3 goes to the nature. But why is it then subsidies for farmers? All the subsidies is all like a big pile of bullshit, because when you get subsidies and you take them, there are gonna be rules. And that's how they want to try to keep us in line, by giving us money, but all they have to do is take the subsidies away and give us a fair price for our product,
now
not with all the rules in between.
Now they change us till hands and feet.
They chain your hands and feet.
Chain hands and feet, because we cannot go there or there. They say, when you do that, we take your subsidies. And that's how ridiculous it is. That's the thing that makes our year good. It's the subsidies. That's not good. But we didn't went for the price. We went there for over-regulation and agri-bashing. And that's what all the government, that was the reason for the protest. And that was what the media said. Oh no, the farm said never enough. No, we want to farm.
It was not for the price that we are there. It was, we are angry of the way of the government watch at us. We work all together hard.
You really need to get the word out to people who don't know much about farming. There's people sitting at home going to be watching this on YouTube, and they will say to themselves, oh, I didn't know that. What is it that you, Bart, would tell a person in Flanders who doesn't know much about what's going on for farmers and why they should care about it?
All the media and the government is showing to the people is what they want the people to know, not what is really going on. So I should tell the people to just open their eyes and look around you, what's happening to the farmers. Why are they coming to the streets? Why are they protesting so much? We are farmers. We should be busy with our animals and our farms all day. Every hour we stand on the streets protesting is an hour less attention for our animals. It's not good for our farm. But if we do nothing, then we don't have a farm at all.
Then we close the farm.
We don't want to be on the street. We want to be in our stables with the chickens, with the cows. We want to be there. What our job is.